rest, she get slapped. And then bitch from my man. About to play with these bands. About to play with these bands.
Yo, what's good? Hello guys, and welcome. Today's video is going to be something different. It's going to be a Q&A. I put up a poll up on my Instagram page for you guys to ask me questions regarding the YouTube channel and personal question thing for you guys to get to know me exactly. And I got a couple questions back, some very good questions, and I'm going to answer them to the best of my ability. Let's get right into it. The first question. Even before we get into the questions, I'm just going to give you guys a quick little introduction. For those that don't know, my name is George. I was born and raised in Ghana, West Africa. I guess fashion and lifestyle has always been a part of my life. For me, I stayed drippy even when I was young. So, as I got older, I just, started falling in love with just fashion and looking good even more and more. From my uncle to my cousins to my older brother, everybody just always looks their best and as drippy as possible. So I learned from the best. I made a drip galore because I was like, I'm a pretty stylish fellow, and I buy some fire stuff too. Like I buy some good looking things, some interesting pieces that are fired, not stuff that everybody has. So I was like, just share my opinion with you guys, unbox it, and hopefully put you guys on to some new fashions, some new styles. So yeah, that's why I made Drip Galore. But Drip Galore actually started as an Instagram page for me and my best friend Logan. We would do like daily fashion Instagram posts, of outfits that we had, and I just wanted to take it a step further and did this YouTube. So this YouTube is going to be featuring probably everybody I know, because I know a lot of drip lords and fly guys. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of my friends later on. It's not just gonna only be unboxings and stuff. That's gonna have like a lot of content planned. Let's just see how it goes farther down the road. Now you know me a little bit better. Let's get into these questions now. How would you define your personal style? Good question. I like to mix high-end brands with like regular brands. I wouldn't say my style is edgy or avant-garde at all. It's quite calm. I just like the finer things in life, so that's why I get like high-end pieces or shop at like high-end brands, because they have better things. High-end fashion or like buying high-end clothing doesn't necessarily have to be edgy when you wear it. I know you see a lot of celebrities that are like head to toe in high-end fashion and they look really over the top and really extra, and I'm just here to let you know, and also being a living example, that that's not the case. You can make most interesting piece look as good as possible without making it look extra. So for those that are hesitant to shop at like high-end places and high-end brands, you can make the look however you want it to look. You can't let the piece define you. You gotta define the piece. That's what I do. I mix high-end fashion with streetwear brands and just regular everyday brand, and I do it pretty nice. That's how I would define my personal style. On to the next question. It's, in terms of style, how many phases did you go through before you decided to stick to one? Good question. Again, I would say I went through 3 phases. The first one was not really knowing exactly what's going on, just putting fists together and sometimes looking nice, sometimes looking quite rough, like completely experimenting to find out what I look good in and what I don't. And the second phase is, I would say, was the most important for me, because that's when I realized color coordination and what looks good and what doesn't. If you're able to distinguish like what looks good to you, what you look good in, and what doesn't look good. The third phase is like my current phase right now, is just knowing what I want and knowing what I look good in. I know exactly what I want. I can walk into a store and know what's terrible and what I'll look good in. I can look online and be like, that's bad, I'll look good in that. And yeah, and then I just put it together and experiment a little bit, go out of the comfort zone, buy colors you don't have, buy pieces that are interesting. I said you could buy edgy pieces, but it doesn't have to make your outfit or the way you style it edgy. So yeah, I'd say I went through 3 phases. I wouldn't say I'm sticking to one, because times change, new things come. Next question. When you go to the mall, what is the first store you walk into? When I go to the mall, probably 100% the first store I go into is H&M. Unfortunately, H&M and Zara. I go to H&M, then I go to Zara. But I'm slowly starting to shy away from fast fashion brands like that, because I feel like they don't put as much effort to their design and material as like other high-end fashion brands do. Like their clothing is not as made with quality. It's basically just trends and copying other brands' styles and pieces that they already have and making it even worse and then putting it up for sale. Their clothes don't last as long as most of these high-end brands because, you know, they don't put as much effort into it and the fabrics are usually pretty cheap. So yeah, stay away from fast fashion, guys. It's not good for you or the environment. Like, think about it like this: if you are concerned about what you eat, you know, what you put into your body and what you drink, why shouldn't you care about what you also put on the outside of your body? I feel like you should care about what's touching it, like the quality of the fabric, material, and also how good it looks. So just something to think about, and I hope you guys, you know, also step away from fast fashion because it's not something that, you know, you should really be into. Next question: what are my top 3 brands I wear? Right now, I'd probably say Bape, Nike, and Vlon. I don't wear a lot of regular brands like that. It's not it, and I feel like the sooner you realize that and you realize why some brands or how much they cost, the sooner you realize it's not really expensive, but it's just you're getting your money's worth. I don't want to buy something and throw it out in like a year or two, you know. It's like something I'm going to wear a lot, so I want to have something for as long as possible before even thinking about discarding. Next question: who is my favorite designer and why? My favorite designer is Louis Vuitton and Off-White. I like Off-White because it's more street, and I like Louis Vuitton because it's more luxurious and it's eye candy to me. It's just very visually appealing. Some of the pieces that they have, from their luggages to their bags to like everything, it's just beautiful to look at. Virgil is just a genius all around. Like, you can see the stuff that he does for Louis Vuitton. He's I think the creative director for Louis Vuitton, and then he has his own brand, Off-White. If you see what he does for both of those brands, it's ridiculous. Next question is favorite all-time pair of shoes. I couldn't narrow it down to one, so I'm gonna give you 2. First one are the Yeezy Red Octobers. Those are an absolute gem. Honestly, red is my favorite color, and those sneakers just look fire. I think everybody would agree with me. Those are probably top 10 sneakers of all time ever, so they're definitely my all-time favorite pair of shoes, even though I don't own one, because, you know, they go for like 16,000, I think, for a pair of those. And the second pair is Margiela Future high top sneakers. Those were a sneaker ahead of its time, if you ask me. I think they dropped in 2015, 2016, and during that time period there weren't any sneakers that were looking like those. That's why they were called the Future. I know they're like out of style right now, but I feel like those are definitely a timeless pair of sneakers, and I'm probably gonna be looking to buy one very soon. On to the next question: what is a clothing item or shoe you wish you had or hope to get? So I'm gonna give you a piece of clothing item and a shoe. I'm gonna start with the clothing item. Piece of clothing item I wish I had, I hope to get soon if I can afford it. It's the Louis Vuitton harness. That's an excellent fashion accessory and it looks fire. And who designed it? Virgil. I'm telling you, that accessory is probably the toughest by far I've seen when it comes to stuff like that. It's just completely unique and it's fire. The first time I actually saw one was Michael B. Jordan was wearing it. It was like a floral pattern on it, ridiculous. And then I saw Virgil wearing this orange one, which was also insane. So hopefully I could touch one of those soon. And a shoe I wish I had are the Adidas Raf Simons Oswego sneakers, the chrome ones that they dropped. It's chrome and it's like a off-white kind of color at the top. I think it's called chrome and cream, and they dropped summertime 2019, and I wasn't aware of the drop and I missed it, and resale right now are going ridiculous. So those are a pair I wish I have and hopefully get soon. Also on my wish list, so if anybody wants to bless me with that, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Next question is, what brands do you recommend for girls? It's a lot easier for girls to shop, but if you ask me, I'd say anything but Fashion Nova. I do not find Fashion Nova stylish at all. So ladies, I'm begging you, please stop shopping at Fashion Nova. Try shopping at streetwear brands like Palace, Bape, Antisocial Social Club, Nike, whatever Nike collabs are there. Get some high-end pieces. So that's just a couple brands. So yeah, a lot of these streetwear stores have stuff for ladies too, so you should shop there. Really appreciate it if, you know, if shorties drip down. Spend some bread on yourself, look nice. Next question is, would you ever make a clothing brand? Unfortunately, I don't see myself as creative like that. I would probably creatively direct, you know, be like a creative director for like a brand or something, but I wouldn't make clothing. I don't think that's something I want to dabble with. Also, I have a very creatively diverse group of friends, and they the macho man when it comes to stuff like that, and have their own brands, and it's pretty fire. So there we go. That's all on them. I'm a support, and that's all I can do. Next question is, who is blacker, you or Kwaku? I think it might be a tie, but he might be just like a shade darker than I am. Like, that guy is pretty black. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm black, but he is damn near purple. Next question, how do you like your water? Excellent question, by the way. I like my water room temperature. Cold water is bad for you. Stop drinking cold water. You get brain freeze, and like my mouth gets like dry after like I drink cold water. It's weird, like my mouth gets like dry. The last question is, when are you gonna do a giveaway? I am going to do a giveaway, I promise. I'm going to do a giveaway when I reach 150 subscribers and get 300 views on this video. I don't know what the giveaway is gonna be yet, but I am gonna do a giveaway. It's probably gonna be like a clothing item or something like that. So yeah, there we go. Giveaway coming soon. Watch out for the video for next month. Thank you once again for watching. Like, leave a comment, subscribe, share, tag me when you share it, and have a good one. Stay drippy, my friends.